think we're good to go. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Zizi Waters. And for those of you that are watching me for the first time, hi, welcome. Stick around. As you can see by the title of the video, it's starting over at 29, and I honestly just want to talk about how I've been feeling, what I've been going through, and hopefully somebody somewhere out there also relates to what I'm going through, because to be completely honest and transparent, it's been really hard. I never imagined that it would be this hard to readjust and going back into life in South Africa. I did realize that coming back home that I'm coming to rest. I very much do need to be back home. Like, I understood that all, but I didn't really understand like the mental toll that it will also have on me, in the sense that like I've lost my community, my own routine, my life really that I worked so hard I just feel like my life is at a pause right now, whilst everybody else's life is just carrying on and moving forward. I feel like mine is just completely stuck. Even the whole notion of, starting over at 29, like, feels like the fact that I'm starting over, I need to be finding now what I'm supposed to do with my life. What is my next purpose? What is my next goal? And that's been causing me so much stress, because it feels like I need to start from the bottom again. And in a way, I feel like that's not right for me, because like, I'm not starting all over. I came back because I just wasn't doing well physically and mentally. And I'm at this point where it's like, do I carry on with life in Korea, or do I see what South Africa has for me too? But it's been really hard, because I had this full life in Korea with a few things that I did feel like were missing, in terms of like romantic relationship, and like now starting my own family. I did feel, if I'm being honest, like Korea was great, but it wasn't exactly like everything was paradise. I did start to, because I was there for like 6 years, I was like, okay, I need to have some sort of like career change now. I need to now, meet somebody, start a family, and, move forward in that regard, because I am like, basically 30 now, approaching my 30s. And I did put a lot of pressure on myself to kind of get those things moving in South Korea. And I think that's the hardest part I struggled with in Korea and in South Africa right now, to be honest, is control. I, when things are going really well, those of you that know me, I am a Christian, and right. So when things are going really well in your life, you start to feel like, yes, God is really in control. Like, God is really working in my life. And it's easy to trust and have faith and be, positive that things are working the way they should be when things are going well. But when things start to go a different way than you envisioned them, a different way than you wanted them to go, then you start feeling like, oh, is God really on my side? And then you kind of start to feel like you're losing control, when in fact you were never in control. So I feel like in South Korea, I started to want to take the reins on my life, and I started to do things and want to maneuver ways where like I felt like I could feel like I'm moving to the next level, like everybody was, because a lot of my friends now, are getting married. A lot of my friends are having babies. A lot of my friends are like, changing careers, and like they're moving forward with their lives. But it felt like my life was still stuck in the same place where I was the first time that I moved to South Korea. I think that is why I made the shift from the public school to the Hagwon in the first place, because I was like, something needs to change. Something needs to be different right now for me, to get a sense of that I'm moving forward in Korea, because I so badly wanted Korea to be, and at still times right now, I still want Korea to be the place where I can be for a while. I don't want to say forever, because I have such a strong community there. I spent the most important years of my life there. I just have this sense and connection to Korea now that like I can't leave it now. Like when I'm still youthful and I still have energy, it will be a better place for me to be at. Till the very last day in Korea, I was still trying to get a job, just a job that would make me start like a month or two later. I think that was the issue. Like all of the jobs that were coming to me are jobs that needed me to start immediately, because everybody knows the school year in Korea starts in March. But y'all know I was so exhausted, I was so sick, I was so tired. I couldn't start immediately. So I just kept trying to find a job that would give me like 2 months before I had to start, and then like come back home and then go back. And I failed at that, and that broke my heart. So even till the last day, I was really doing my best to be able to secure a chance to come back to Korea, because I felt like I didn't want to go. I felt like I was very much forced to leave Korea because of the situation I was in, but my heart didn't want to leave. But at the same time, I did know that I did start to get worried about what kind of future I would have in Korea if I would choose to stay. And so it felt like it became this toss-up of, if I'm in Korea, I'll have community, I'll have my church, I will have this great life, but I won't have a family that I want. I won't have a marriage and a family that I desire for. Whereas in South Africa, if I come back, I'm gonna have to really start all over, but the chances of me obviously finding a person and starting a family are way higher in South Africa. And so it was this toss-up of like, I have some of what I want here and some of what I want here, but will it ever come together in one in one place? I feel like really Korea has truly a half of my heart, and South Africa has the other half of my heart. And so now that I'm back home, I'm resting, I'm with family, that care, and I have the peace to just, to be honest, do nothing, honestly, absolutely do nothing, and just, take care of my body in the way that I need to take care of my body for me to really be back in shape to do anything productive. But I'm struggling a lot to just think that this will be the place I'm meant to stay at. I have no clue where my life is supposed to be and where I'm supposed to go. And yeah, it's getting really exhausting, and it makes it hard for me to also kind of figure out what to do on this YouTube channel. I want to do so well. I don't want to cry. It's way too soon to cry. So we're just going to gather ourselves real quick. I want to do so well. I have so many dreams, and I have so many ideas, and I have so many thoughts, but I just get stuck in execution and production of those things. Because one thing about I've realized about obviously starting all over at this age and feeling the way I'm feeling and having to take meds and all of those things. I used to be a person that was never sick, and now suddenly I feel this sick. It always, it's knocked me down, and also knocked down my confidence in things that I felt like I was once good at. Also because I feel like I don't have that light anymore and that brightness that I used to have. A lot of you probably don't know this, but I was on this one channel called the Black Experience in Japan. For me, still now, I think that's a very incredible channel. It was a really big channel. And I was interviewed by this channel like 6-7 months into Korea, and I was so bright. I was so young. I was so excitable. I was so passionate. I was so well spoken. I was so driven. And I had so many plans, and seeing that side of myself, and it feels so disconnected from that person that I used to be. It's really hard because, reading the comments, everybody said so many wonderful things about me, and were just like, saying things like, she has such a great future, she's so bright, she's so confident, she's such a light, she's just, saying such amazing things. And for me to feel like I'm not that girl anymore, I feel like I disappointed that girl, and I miss that girl. I feel like I failed in every way possible, it just feels like I failed because I had so many dreams and goals, and because of my own, thoughts and insecurities, and towards the end, how I felt, I just didn't reach those goals and those dreams, and I feel embarrassed, and I feel hurt, and I feel really upset, and I feel very scared that I won't be able to reach those goals anymore, and that I won't get that fire back in me, that passion and the light that I felt like I used to have. I really miss the old person that I used to be, and I struggle to show people emotions that are not really bright and bubbly and full of hope, and stuff like that. And so it's hard to go and sit in front of a camera and I don't know, try to motivate and be passionate way. I'm not really feeling that way, or I want to be feeling that way, but I'm struggling. And I studied dramatic arts, so performance was something I've always wanted to do, just performing and just being able to make people happy or feel something just by my performance. And it also boiled down to my teaching. I knew that even though I technically didn't study to be a teacher, I always said that teaching was my current role. I'm a teacher that is supposed to bring joy to these kids, that's supposed to make these kids enjoy studying, even though they don't want to be here studying, help these kids really bring out their confidence towards this language that they don't know. And I enjoyed that. I enjoyed looking at my job as my role, my current role. And so it just feels like right now I'm none of that, and I don't have confidence to return to that, especially with YouTube, especially online. Like online is like a real struggle right now because, online you have to have such a curated image. You have to be this pretty perfect, have this 9 to 5 cutesy routine. You wake up and you exercise and you eat well and you look great, and you have your things together, and I'm the complete opposite. I have nothing to show you guys. It feels like that can be motivational, that can be inspiring, that can be worthwhile to watch, in my opinion. Like, my days are completely filled with absolutely nothing. Like, the only thing I do is meet up with friends and just go out. And if I'm not doing that, then I'm literally at home. And, I did start to exercise because I'm not really comfortable where I am in my weight and everything like that, because last year I was in one of my best shapes ever, and then I got real sick, so then now I'm not. I'm opposite ends of being in my best shape ever, and so my confidence is dwindling down because of that too. And so I hate to see that on camera, that I don't look as good as I used to. And so this journey of starting over for me has felt like a complete wreck. I do not feel successful at all. I know probably I should give myself grace. This is, I feel like, close to my 3rd month back in SA, but coming from a society, a culture where it's work, 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 work. If you're not working, it's what are you not doing? Even if you're not working, every day has to be filled with something in Korea. I was on the move all the time, guys. I had so many things to do. I was barely ever at home, and now the only thing I ever do is be at home, and it's the most frustrating thing. It's I can't believe I'm spending my 29th year like this. It feels so wasteful, and it's really hard for me to trust and have faith that something good is going to come from this experience of sitting and doing nothing. And I know I need to be finding rest, but it's really hard to rest when it just feels like I'm wasting away my time. Honestly, one of the hardest things I've ever had to do in my life is just to let go of my own plans and control, and just kind of give it all to God at this point, because I truly don't know what is next for me and what to do moving forward. Honestly, the only thing I want to do right now is really just build myself up back again. Maybe using YouTube as a kind of a diary of, you know, this year of rest, this time of rest that I have been just thrown into, and see where, you know, I end up, because I truly don't know where I'll end up. My heart is pulling me into places right now. Yeah, I just wanted to, I guess, talk to you guys just about my journey right now, at the beginning of my journey of starting over. Even though I don't really, like I said, I don't feel like it's starting over, because I'm not going back to scratch or level A again from anything. I guess it's just being 29. I think now I have to come to terms with the fact that this is my 29, and I shouldn't compare my 29 to anybody else's. Yeah. Like I said, I just want to be real and accept, and not try to take control, but really just be open to whatever doors, be open to whatever experiences, be open to even just sitting and being. In all honesty, a lot of my friends right now are going through amazing life changes, and you know, one of the things that hurts is that I can't really be there for them in person as they go through, you know, the best experiences of their lives. But I will, you know, I want to do my best to always know that I'm celebrating with them. I'm so happy for them. And I'm great. I'm like so grateful that things are going so well for them right now, because it gives me hope that, you know, things can turn around for me too. Life is both a unique and not so unique experience. And unfortunately, with the digital times that we live in, it's so easy for us to look at everybody else's lives and wonder why our lives don't look or feel the same as, you know, we think it is for other people, and question why. What have I done wrong? What step did I skip? You know, what rule didn't I follow? But just as unique as you are, I feel like your life experience should also show that uniqueness, and I have faith that it will be worthwhile. So here's to being 29. This is my 29. And let's see what's in store for the rest of my 29. If any of you are going through any life changes yourself, any struggles, or any just like great things happening in your life right now, great changes, you moving somewhere, you've met someone, and it's something you've desired for a long time and it's now happening, let us know in the comment section down below. If you're going through not so great life changes, you know, similar to mine or different to mine, if you feel comfortable enough, please share with us in the comment section down below, and let's start this conversation again. You guys know I love talking to you guys in the comment sections. Again, guys, I'm so grateful and so thankful to you guys for watching this video and for being with me and listening to this. I really, honestly, am so grateful for it. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to share the video. I would really appreciate it. It really helps me a lot. And don't forget to love yourselves. And most importantly, the others around you. Bye!